This is wine and good things come in threes, Fox is included. I'm here at 3 Fox Vineyards in beautiful Del Plain, Virginia, where I'm here meeting with John Tonhoner, the winemaker and owner. Thanks for taking time to meet with us. I appreciate it. Now, I guess the ultimate question that it comes down to is why start a winery?
The only reason to start a winery is because you have a total commitment to make great wine. Without that, nothing can sustain you because it's a huge amount of work. You can make a living at it, but you won't get rich at it. And you just got to have a passion for wine and feel that that's what you want to do. It's the same reason that people paint pictures or write poetry or things like that.
That makes sense. So how did the name 3 Fox come about? I know there seems to be a lot of wineries out here with the word fox in it, but there's got to be some sort of origin for that.
Yeah, we're in fox country. In particular here, what happens is that my wife and I were looking for a place to start a vineyard and winery out here in fox country. Many years we actually never saw any foxes, so we thought, well, maybe they're just not really there. But the day that we found this place, there were 3 foxes running up the hill outside the tasting room, and so she went bonkers, and oh my God, that's a sign, it's a sign, you know. So that's how the name came about.
That's a good name. It definitely will stick with you. Now, a lot of your wines seem to be focused on European style. Why did you choose European as opposed to, say, the stereotypical Napa or a lot of the other Virginia wines? And how would you say that the European styles differ from American styles?
Well, the reason that we wanted to go in a European mode is simply because in Virginia, one of the things that we really find is the whole concept that terroir still exists here. Every place is linked to what's grown on it, and that's a very traditional European way of looking at grapes. It's not so much the grape, but where it's grown. Also, the styles of wines in Europe tend to be lower alcohol. They tend to be just a touch more austere, not so much of the upfront fruitiness and things like that. And my wife and I spend a lot of time traveling in Europe when we can. We get through the vineyard. But those are the wines we like to drink. You know, so people who like to drink Italian wine, French wine, wines from Europe are going to like that style. Of course, there's New World styles, and those are fine too.
Okay, interesting. Now, do you grow all your grapes on site? I know some wineries tend to have some on site. They lease property out elsewhere. Is everything on site here?
No, most of our grapes are on site, but we do buy Vidal, Chardonnay, and Chambourcin from our site. Those are very easy to find and good quality here in Virginia. We know the growers involved, so we have confidence in that relationship. And we like to devote our arable land to grapes that are hard to find, like Sangiovese and Nebbiolo, which we're only one of 6 growers in the state. And also, I like the way we grow our Cab Franc and our Merlot. We're very picky about it.
Understandable. So I guess the ultimate question is, what separates 3 Fox from all the other vineyards in the state, or in the area in general?
Well, there's a lot of very good wine being made in the state, but a lot of it is along more of a French blend model, you know, the heritage and things like that. In our case, we really like the wines of Italy and the way wine is made over there. And so our style and our philosophy, what we do is to try to do things the way they do over there. So our wines are a little lighter oaked. They are not so much a wood tannin, and there's more grape skin tannin and so on. And they're basically like wines you would find over there.
Nice. So what kind of awards have you won for your styles?
Well, we have taken awards in many international competitions. I tend not to enter the local competitions simply because it's not a benchmark that we're that interested in. We're interested in how are we doing compared to wines from Europe and places like that. So, for example, we've been in the San Francisco International, the Hilton Head International, the National Women's Wine competition. You know, I'm not a female winemaker, as you can tell. Nonetheless, they have an open division. We've done very well in those. We do well in the Eastern Seaboard, which is for the eastern half of the U.S. Wine Enthusiast was rated 4 of our reds at 85 points and above, and our Cab Franc is among the highest rated reds of Virginia.
Congratulations. That's great. So I guess finally, what sort of plans and goals do you have for the future?
We would like to expand the vineyard on site. We have a 4-acre site at the back of the property that sits on a ridge. It'll be ideal for red wine grapes. I'm evaluating whether to plant a Yanico there or just to turn the whole block over to Cab Franc because we have a huge block of Nebbiolo. It's our single biggest acre, so I don't need to expand that. Just basically stay with the model we have. We want people to come here, find a good product, have a good experience, and just enjoy the fact that they're living and able to drink wine.
That's good. Well, coming up next, we will be doing a tasting with some reds and some whites, so stay tuned. Come back soon.